The uplink pattern is shifting. Something's coming back. A second glint. That's not right. The rebound is late. Whimpers. It's from the wrong timing pattern. Barking. Pulse initiated. Stand by for returns. We have a rebound. Wrong side. Checking terrain memory against the vector. Nothing fits. The blast zone is the only fresh candidate. Head to storage. Prepare for night EVA. Still shifting. Late collapse is a real possibility. Stay sharp, Lucky. Pulse sent. Initiating wait. Rebound detected. Strength increased. Something's active. I'm going back out. You're all right, Lucky. Whimper, low growl. I hear it too, I'll check it out. Module mounted, aligning now. Clear readings, ready for passive scan. Verified, HAB1 is patched in. Comms check. Internal frequencies optimal. Initiating depressurization sequence. Distance hasn't changed it. Confirms it's out there. Time to go. Seal confirmed. Light check nominal. Some glare expected. Adjust accordingly for wide path marking. Hold. Aiden, what is it? Got a hard spike. It's repeating. Shutting off the hatch. Check the line. Analyzing the trajectory. Shallow entry. Must be from that direction. Visual confirms low altitude impact. The scorch indicates internal energy. The metal is peeled outward, not folded in. It confirms system failure, not... The tail section is preserved. The relay cluster is intact. We have confirmation of the signal. Analyzing. Sharp return behind the rear structure. That's it. Target confirmed, but the slope is unstable. Markers set and visible. Confirming read on HAB1. Starting the descent line. The pieces point away in conflicting angles. At least one event occurred before it settled. Need to check the torn side and relay area together. The misalignment appears rooted deeper than a simple scrape or crush, suggesting the relay structure began to fail before the final rest position. Analyzing geometry. The reflection is compounded. Must map this more carefully. The floor is shifting. Finding a firmer path to the relay. The passive listener is surging. It's mirroring the wreck's position. This is confirmation. Convergence found. Mechanical intrusion confirmed. Mast element lodged. The base shows signs of torque and displacement, consistent with the relay failing before final impact. Preparing the exact angle comparison with HAB-1. Pulse fired. Amphiton and return confirmed. Corrupted. Threat level elevated. The most severe damage converges near the relay bus transition. That convergence makes the broken mast intrusion more than incidental. The outer face is cleaner. Intrusion happened first, then the energy release. Time to check the relay angle. The return path weakens.
Now it spikes harder.
Tiny shifts drastically alter strength.
Too narrow.
Look for pre-failure orientation. Interior blackening. Ejection from within. Confirmed. The distortion matches the mount. Torn from stress. Pre-explosion strain confirmed.
Pulse sent. Receiving relay feedback. The pattern matches. We need to isolate it and withdraw. Dust is getting thicker.
The data confirms it. Cascade failure, not a single explosion. I've got what I need for tonight.
Markers verified. Tail cluster is the source. False Earth contact path confirmed. The provisional sequence matches. The first fragment still fits the cascade theory. I'm satisfied. Analyzing the feed now. Did we get anything concrete? A coherent chain linking the blast and relay misalignment. Not complete, but enough for the test. Run the interior trace.
Still the double bounce? Comms. Weaker afterglow on the second pass. It's subtle, but it's there. Basin geometry aligns. HAB-1 vector confirmed. Skew patterns indicate. Not just recovery. This is decoding. The bounce matches, double doesn't. And a farther catch? It sits outside the simplest model. Implies another structure. I saw a shimmer. Farther off. Did you see a source? Off angle. A dangerous hypothesis.
Sending pulse. Listening for a late return. Ghost pulse detected. It's late.
Still nothing. That angle's too sensitive. Woof. Just need to get this dust data now. Mounted. Let's see if this stabilizes it. Partial success, but that late reading is still faint. Main false return stayed fixed. Ghost wavers. Second path isn't local. Terrain reflection. Basin timing fixed. Testing new hypothesis.
Run stepped pulse.
Initiating now. I've initiated the first stepped pulse. There's the skew and relay tail. Faint after response.
Yep.
It's nested. The wreck might be feeding the second anomaly. Too much bleed.
Yeah.
Hab one. Try Hab one. Follow.
Analyzing sector anomaly. Receiving compound flare. Both returns rising. Damn, it's a trap. Shifting to containment protocols. Stay clear, Aiden.
Stronger tests ceased. Stabilizing at minimal. Verify flare decay. It's a faint tail now. Trap holds with low input. Was it the craft reflecting itself? The spacing fits the redirection. Runaway feedback. Was it already on the wrong path? Misalignment, relay catch, energy reinforcement, external handoff, then internal rupture. The explosion was a consequence. Why lock to that dead angle?
Still stable here. No change with local geometry. Data confirms source is external.
The ghost is only catching redirected energy. The wreck is both the clue and the amplifier. I need to isolate it on an EVA.
That's not right. The signal is too long.
Join.
Check for vibration. Nothing. It's the path. Stop testing. The exterior evidence still points toward relay side failure, which means the two-source signal theory has a strong physical foundation. Exactly. Now, to determine what's beyond it. The smear is feathered along one side as if a fast energy sweep crossed the surface rather than cooking it evenly. That directional burn supports the feedback chain theory.
The third reflector needs to be lower.
Adjusting geometry now. Matches the pulse response.
Checks out. Hidden surface confirmed.
Inventory is low. We can do a chained route, but no overmarking. Copy that, adjusting survey parameters. Too much risk on the tail shelf. Confirmed. We'll stick to the rim anchor. Checking signal options.
The path remains. Cautious use required.
Can't get the circuit right.
Distortion likely. Confirm Earth contact.
Still not enough. Rough. Passive listener set. Probe mounted. Verified alignment.
Verify.
Should catch everything now.
The wreck evidence explains the internal rupture, but not why the relay would sustain that deadly angle. The external handoff is the missing motive force.
Too diffuse. The ghost path was stable, much larger. Must be something else. Wreck distortion, relay failure, external handoff, hidden source. It's strong enough. Time to shape the night diary.
Blast to return. Check. Hold. Report. Record.
The logs confirm localized anomalies around the breach. We're getting ghost signatures on Channel 4. They're still active. Debris arc, interior outward rupture, reverse burn cable path, misaligned relay frame, reproduced false return. The wreck is the main current source. Confirmed.
Records indicate a late ghost response and an off-angle shimmer beyond the basin. It's a probable secondary reflector.
And the coordinates are... Point purse.
Just one tick.
It's not dormant.
Confirmed. Order matches the corridor. It'll be tight through the wreck. Control beyond it is the priority. Copy. Operational weight acknowledged.
The emotional truth is devastating. They found it, but the larger threat is still out there. We need to prepare for the second risk.
Earth contact is reduced. HAB-1 can still communicate, but only under limited, low-output caution. The wreck remains active.
The vessel may have been pulled, not just randomly misdirected. Check the multi-stage bounce data and that off-angle shimmer. This turns the night into something far more than an accident.
Passive listener active. No unnecessary pulse path. Quiet mode engaged. Habitat finally stabilized.
Enough for tonight. Daylight logic applies to the reflector.
Almost nothing. It implies the event occurred mostly in the farther chain, without strongly coupling back into HAB-1.
Passive double tick, no rack coupling. Important note. I can still hear the monitor from here. Oof.
The signal stopped here.
We need to check the exterior geometry before dawn.
Right. One last look at the data. The path was wrong, and it's still leading us out.
The geometry-triggered phenomenon will be best hunted under clearer terrain visibility. With Night Watch closed, it's time for the daylight sightline. The crash site is visible, but the farther sector is still concealed. We'll need a second EVA, focused beyond the wreck. All right, these are the base return. Transit here and far search. Just enough. Passive listener secure. Good. Interior counter thread is established. Markers confirmed. Rec bracket set. Beyond rim.
Good luck, Aiden. Preparing for second departure.
Main rec skew is stable. No ghost response appears. Baseline is controlled. Proceeding to seal.
Markers confirmed. Initiating survey. Copy that. Stay safe.
Markers are stable. Sector 1 verified. Proceed. I'm past the bracket. The terrain's rougher. Copy that. Check for depressions. Found a darker trough. It's partially shielded. Sending pulse.
Fight.
Any return? Nothing.
Too weak.
Gotta move for a better angle. Setting marker. No obvious debris bridge exists. The hidden source may predate the crash. That absence deepens the mystery. The readings confirm these are not random ship debris. This is an engineered reflector array.
Analyzing geometry. Impact angle doesn't match wreckage. Fixed base plates. Confirmation, an old installation. Likely the second reflector. Prepare controlled pulse.
Staggered return. 3 clear stages. It's a trap.
I saw that. The trough site's reacting to the same signal. Confirmed. Whatever's out there, it's connected.
The supports are under tension here. Keep checking the perimeter. Affirmative. Proceed with caution.
The alignment's clean. This is where it was feeding. Now, why is it still reflecting?
Dead. Power's out.
But the geometry?
Solid. Still anchored. The plate is active, and it's feeding back a recursive loop. The ship didn't malfunction. It was lured in. Too unstable. The data matches. We need extraction now.
The sensor confirms it. Instability here too. Let's move. All right, Lucky, stay close.
The far marker holds. The route back is clear. Final pulse initiated.
Passive sensor data conforms reduced external activity. Proceeding.
The path is clear. No new debris.
Contact Earth. Mission findings are critical.
Hatch sealed. Okay, Lucky, we're in. Good boy. Let's get these comms fixed. The ship's relay is damaged. It's multi-bounce. Confirmed. Testing a controlled output now. Running minimal pulse. Copy.
Waiting.
Status? Only the weak skew answers. Partial lock. Reorienting to confirm window. Okay, it holds here. Logging as operational.
I almost had it. No, not yet. But the threshold is dangerously thin. Hold back, Aiden.
System locked. Passive listener active. No unnecessary pulse sequences. The mechanism is known, but the danger is larger. We're less confused, but more exposed.
The crash was not an accident. The data points to consequence.
Evidence of a misaligned relay and reverse burn cable confirms a cascading failure, closing this investigation.
Fixed supports, dead conduit, stable geometry. Align couples with the relay.
HAB-1 can communicate only within a narrow, low-output window. This is a temporary discipline, not a solution.
The form and placement suggest deliberate relay or survey purpose.
The ship's relay, damaged, tried to hold a path to the hidden installation's dead angle. It fed back into itself. That's why the bus failed. Yes. The hidden installation appears abandoned, unpowered, and old, yet capable of bending our... Keep comms low, safeguard the corridors, recover rest. Then we plan the deeper survey from here. Right, Lucky?